Hello? Hello?
Yes, Vikas.
Okay. I'm just testing whether voice is getting properly streamed or not.
Okay, okay.
Shraddha?
Yes.
Shraddha, we can start. Just include all those points in a short brief so that we can see it from starting on YouTube.
Yeah, sure. I will start from.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we can start now.
Yeah. Hello and good afternoon to one and all. I'm Shraddha Tiwari with Riddhi Basutkar, and I welcome you all on behalf of the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication, IETE-ISF of Excelsior Education Societies, KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research, and IET Mumbai Center for the Valedictory Function of Oscillations 2021. I feel privileged to welcome IIT Mumbai Center Chairman Mr. Parag Walinchkar and IIT Mumbai Center Secretary Ms. Suvarna Bhise. I consider it a great honor to welcome Principal Sir Dr. Vilas Nitnavare, Vice Principal and IQAC Head Dr. Arundhati Chakrabarti, HOD of EXTC Department Dr. Baban Rinde, ITISF Faculty Coordinator of all the colleges, along with their ITISF team, winners and all the participants. I heartily welcome all the attendees for the valedictory session of Oscillations 2021, a final meetup of all the ITSF bodies of various colleges. Oscillations is a technical fest organized in every college having IIT. Like always, this year Oscillations also had many amazing competitions, such as technical poster competition, project competition, technical quiz, and many more. Even amidst this COVID 19 pandemic, all these events were organized smoothly by all the dedicated teams of IITSF of all the colleges. And today's validatory session marks the conclusion of all these events for the year 2021. It's time to appreciate the efforts taken by the IITSF faculty and student coordinators and congratulate all the winners. Now, without any further ado, let's begin the event. But prior to that, it is a matter of great pleasure and honor for me to invite IIT Mumbai Center Secretary Ms. Suvarna Bhise to address and give valuable inputs to everyone present here.
Hello, yeah. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you, dear. Uh, First of all, I would like to congratulate to the team of your college and IET-ISF Chairman Rajak, who has helped a lot. Then I would like to first thank only, and then only I'll start about the oscillation event because they have supported in this pandemic situation to organize this valedictory function in online mode. It's really a lot of efforts they put in this organization, and that is what it is possible for us right now. Today, so many colleges, students are participated in this event. So many colleges, ISF in charge are also participated, and this is the one platform where we are taking all the events together. That what our other colleges have done it. I'm really happy to share that or say that almost there are 31 colleges who are the part of IIT Mumbai ISF. Out of that, this year, even though pandemic is there, 12 colleges have conducted IET's oscillation function very smoothly in online mode. And they have given all the details to the college, and Rajak and his team has done fantastic job. Also, I would like to say that Sumita and Purnima madam has done very well job, because this oscillation is the one event which we are organizing from Mumbai Center almost more than 15 years. And the point is, every year the number of students taking part in this event is day by day increasing. That itself shows the platform is really interacting, and a good platform where students want to interact with many students. This is the one platform where students are getting interaction with other ISF. This is really a very fantastic platform, and all ISF has proved that they really want to do something that is for other students also. Everyone is doing for their own student, but this is the platform where other students are also getting chance to participate, to win, and to show that whatever the talent, it not necessarily every time it is a technical. Sometimes non-technical events also in oscillation they have organized, but that itself shows that how students are getting interact with each other. And even in pandemic also, it is shown that okay, even though it is a pandemic, we are not knowing personally each other, but this platform shows us that how to get connected. The oscillation and the team has done fantastic job, and that is what we are today here. And I think as organizers say that so many events are organized here, so many winners are there, that they have participated in so many events, whatever events organized by various colleges. So I would like to congratulate to all the members of the IET, ISF of various colleges. Especially if I would like to take the names, then I can say the ISF of Atharva College, then ISF of AP Shah College, ISF of Zondale College, ISF of Mukesh Patel College, ISF KC College, ISF of Somaiya College, ISF of MP Shah College. So like the Thakur College of Engineering, KJ Somaiya College of Engineering, like that there are many ISF activity. ISF have conducted the oscillation as a premier activity in their college in this pandemic. So this is a fantastic job, and this is the one platform where we all are connected. So I would like to thank to each and everyone who have taken the participation in this oscillation and make this event a really grand success. So I would like to thank Dr. Baban Rinde, who has wholeheartedly supported to conduct this event in this mode, and your Vice Principal Arundhati Madam and Principal Sir Dr. Vilas. So thank you very much, and I am keeping the same coordination hence further to conduct the oscillation in this event. And also, I would like to thank all the ISF coordinators like Mamta Madam and Poonam Madam, Shaista Madam, and others ISF coordinators also. I hope they have joined. So thank you all, and thank you the KC College who have taken the wholeheartedly support and conducted this event at large scale. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to request our HOD of EXTC department, Dr. Baban Hinde sir, to speak few words on today's event.
Is audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah. Good afternoon to one and all. Today's functions that the IET chairman, Mr. Parag Valedictory sir, chairman of IET Mumbai Center, in his absence here. I welcome. To thanks to him also, and also welcome to the Professor Suvarna Bise Madam as a honorable Secretary of IET Mumbai Center. And thanks to them that they have given the opportunity to conduct today's valedictory function at our college on the online mode of the ISF team, that Vikas Rajag and his team with our faculty members, ISF faculty members, Sumita and Punima Madam. They have taken the lot of efforts to conduct these today's events. Therefore, I have to thanks to them also and congratulate to Vikas and team of that is ISF chairman of KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research. And on the behalf of the ISF and Department of Electronics and Telecommunication of KC College of Engineering, I welcome to all the members, the EC members of IIT Mumbai Center, all various colleges, ISF members and faculty members, fellow, the IIT members, and one and all, that welcome to you all. That just Suvarna Madam has told that 31 ISF colleges has taken the participation for this oscillation 2021. It's nice, and that figure is increasing every year. From last 3 years that they have started this oscillation oscillation activity that at the by the IIT Mumbai Center, and they are taking the good lead and excellent job that they are doing, that organizing the as a Mumbai Center head, that various activity, technical activity, non-technical activity, various programs they are organizing, project competition, various the internship program also they are conducting on the IIT Mumbai Center. They have the lot of effort they are taking, and that they are doing the good job. Therefore, I had to appreciate that their efforts they are taking. And again, today on the occasion of the valedictory session for the Obscillation 2021, the our alumna, that is Rishabh Singh, a personal brand strategic, the speaker and the pioneer who knows exploring and networking. He has actually, as the campus ambassador of IIM Indore, IIM Bangalore, and IIT Delhi. And he has worked with many IIM graduates and Harvard scholars, and also inclined towards many social activities and NGOs across India. Therefore, I had to welcome to him also. Shortly, he will deliver his talk uh, on the how to leverage personal branding for career growth. That is an important topic for the engineers, and that will be helpful to the students also. And various that will be the certificates will be distributed to the winners of the Oscillation 2021. Okay. Therefore, I have to thanks to our vice principal also, Arundhati madam, then Vilas Nitnaure sir also as a principal, and they have given the permission to conduct this today's event for under the banner of ISF KC College of Engineering and Management Studies and Research. I have to again talk about the yesterday that one we have conducted the World Telecom Day. That is a World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. That also celebrated by all the centers, sub centers all over India and abroad also. Therefore, that yesterday the number of events that conducted online mode. During this pandemic situation, we have come to the close on the online mode. That we have connected the not only in the particular area, but we have connected to the all over India abroad. That will be possible with the help of only the telecommunication, and that is with the help of the internet. Therefore, that the yesterday, the 17th of May, that is the World Telecommunication and Information Society Day, celebrated all over various centers, and not only IET, also IEEE, also BES, also various centers of that telecommunication related field. They are working. They are celebrate that telecommunication day. And the theme of 2021 is accelerating digital transformation in challenging times. These are the challenging times due to the pandemic situation. Therefore, that will be the without digital transformation that not possible to communicate to each other. We are not stopped. We are rigorously means that we have rigorously that we have learned new things. And during this pandemic, we have conducted the lecture, practical, online mode. We have conducted the practicals also. Virtual lab we have used by our faculty for the students. Various programming they have done. Hardware practical also done with the help of the software. That will be possible with the help of this only the digital transformation, and that is the challenging one. But that will be the good. That will be resolve the issue with the help of this digital forum that available. That is through the internet, and you have the smart mobiles, laptops, PDA, all gadgets that are available, digital gadgets available with you, and we are got the solution for that. Therefore, I had to thanks and happy that is belated happy the World Telecom Day and Information Society Day to all of the engineers, and I give the best wishes for today's program. Thank you very much. Thank you. Over to Vikas.
Thank you so much,
Yes.
sir, for your kind and
Yeah.
motivating words. But
Yeah.
before we begin the virtual prize distribution, we have organized a short webinar for you all. Now, I would like to call my co-host to introduce our today's webinar.
Before anything else, preparation is the key to success. Alexander Graham Bell. Aiming for a personal brand or even willing to join an immediate startup, you surely need to know about the tips and strategy of the industry so that the diving into the startup field won't be that rival for you. IETE-ISF KCCEMSR presents you a webinar on how to leverage personal branding for career growth, where our today's outstanding speaker will be sharing some real life experiences and guiding you to do the same. Here we have our speaker, Mr. Rishabh Singh. Mr. Rishabh is a personal brand strategist, freelancer, speaker, and pioneer who loves exploring and networking. He is the founder of Talklands, an initiative to amplify personal growth, and campus ambassador of IIM Indore, IIM Bangalore, and also IIT Delhi. He has also worked with IIM graduates and Harvard scholars, and also includes inclined towards many social initiatives and NGOs across India. Not only this, but he has also interviewed Forbes Asia 30 under 30, TEDx speakers, world record holder, international speaker, author, EXVP of Goldman Sachs, Operation Tata Consulting Service Mexico, COO and President of State Bank of India Foundation, CGM of State Bank of India, etc. Last but not the least, he is also an alumni of KC College. Without any further delay, let's begin today's session. Over to you, Mr. Rishabh.
Thank you, Rajay, for giving such a wonderful introduction of mine. So, thank you so much for joining. And I know right now it's 4 p.m. already, so I won't saturate you with a one-side webinar. So I want to keep this session very interactive. So where we interact and we understand what is personal branding, because one side session I really don't enjoy while giving the talk. So I make sure that the session will be more interactive in terms of this. So just whatever I ask, whatever we interact, you can just unmute yourself and you can just simply talk to me, or else you can just simply type in the comments. I mean, in the chat box. Okay. So just simple question: how you want to make this webinar basically? So either you want a one-sided webinar or you want an interactive based webinar where I ask some questions, where we do some kind of a brainstorming. So please type in the comments if you want a brainstorming webinar, interactive or brainstorming. You can write anything in the comments. Let's keep it interactive. I hope everyone is not sleeping. Yeah, great, Vikas. What about others? Trust me, we are going to discuss tons of things under personal branding. So it is not just about being an entrepreneur, or you can also imply the same things if you're looking for internships, jobs, anything except in that way. Okay, awesome. Plenty of people want the session to be interactive, not a one-sided conversation. So I really appreciate that. Hmm. Okay. So let's start with I have a short presentation which I'm keeping aside so that you can refer it while I talk. Okay, just give me a sec. This Google Meet is a bit new for me because usually use Zoom. So let me give a try. Your entire screen, like a tab. Just give me a sec. Mm, your entire screen. Mm, yeah, give me a sec. I'm just pressing. Oh, window. Okay. That's, yeah. Here. Minimize. System. Is my presentation visible? Can anybody let me know? Okay, but why it is not visible to me? I'm not sure.
Not visible.
It's not
It's
visible.
black. It's black
Blank,
actually.
actually.
Okay. Uh, Crazy. Just give me a sec. मैं किसी को mail कर सकता हूँ? I mean, if I can just simply mail my presentation and somebody can display on behalf of me, is it possible? Because I'm a bit confused.
Vikas can be. Sumita madam, anyone?
Yes, Rishabh, you can mail me.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
My ID.
Uh, just give me a sec.
I'm writing in chat box.
Because can I send you on WhatsApp? Can you just simply display that? Is it fine?
Actually, I'm from mobile.
मुझे WhatsApp करो ऋषभ.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Fair enough.
Sir, can you mail at the IET mail ID? Then I can present in the desktop level also.
Okay, just
I,
tell me the ID.
I'm just dropping down in the chat box.
Okay, works. Yeah, I guess I've done that. Just check and let me know if you received it. Maybe it will take 2 minutes. Okay, till then let's interact. I just wanted to know from which colleges you are. Basically, can you type in the comments from where you are? Basically, from which college you are across Mumbai. So I just know with whom I'm talking. KC College, I know that. What about others? KC. Okay. Yeah, amazing. KC. Okay, amazing. AP. Okay, amazing. Okay, so let me give you my introduction from my side also. So basically, my name is Rishabh Singh, and back in 2020 October, I graduated from KC College of Engineering. And previously, I was a Harvard delegate. My application was also selected for International Youth Leadership Conference at Malaysia and Dubai, which is not happening because of this COVID. And I started my own talk show, which is known as Ignition Talks. Previously, it was known as Talklands, where I invited TEDx speakers, international speakers, Forbes Asia 30 and the 30 entrepreneurs, and many more independent consultants from Fortune 100 companies. And I scaled my personal branding on LinkedIn from 1,500 followership to 50,000 followers till now. Like last week it was 49, and now this week I completed 50,000 followership on LinkedIn. And previously, I was also a TEDx co-organizer. I work with a lot of startups. I work with Harvard scholars as well, and I'm graduates as well. So I got a lot of exposure around startup ecosystem, around how internship, how corporate works. So because I interact with a lot of people around me, in terms of branding, in terms of having an interview. So probably I'm going to give a lot of inputs on this only. So how you can turn your passion, or how you can find the motivation, or how you can basically get out of your comfort zone and love what you do. Basically, there are tons of competition, and people are literally afraid of getting into a competitive environment because they feel pressure बहुत है. I mean, graduation करने से क्या होगा? You need to do a post graduation, you need to go for MS, because competition is there's a lot of competition. People are getting saturated, and they are not following the way they should because of the competition, and they are just simply getting afraid of it. So that's why when you build your personal brand, when you build your visibility, so your vision, your goal will get very much clarified, to be honest. And you will meet a lot of people who have some same goals, from where you can work like a team, or you can build something of your own. So visibility matters a lot because it eliminates the competition. So let's start with my presentation once it is uh, once it
Yes,
is
sir.
set.
I have got your presentation. Can I present now?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, we can skip the first slide. I guess I've already mentioned about myself. Yeah. So why personal branding? That is super important. Before we proceed to all that, strategies and stuff, we should know why personal branding is super important, right? So first hint I've already given here. to build the credibility. What else you can add here? So I would love to know in the comments what else you can add here. Why personal branding is important to build the credibility. What else? I've given few more hints already while I was speaking about personal branding. So can you please type in the comments and let me know? Okay, does anybody knows about personal branding? If yes, type bingo. Then I can at least understand whether you know personal branding or not. For name and fame, uncle. Okay, perfect. What about others? Guys, keep it interactive. मुझे saturate नहीं करना आप लोगों को. So let's keep it interactive. So we keep interactive, and you will understand, and even I understand your mindset. So accordingly, I can make the entire webinar, I can make the entire session more personalized to you, so that you understand what is personal branding and how you can leverage it. Make you well known around. Perfect. Not much knowledge on it. No problem, Vikas. I'll tell you. To have a leadership, yeah, obviously it when you start influencing, automatically leadership comes. For increasing your values, of course, to promote your interests and skills. Amazing. Okay. Yeah. Self-respect, not sure. Yeah, obviously self-respect is there. Confidence to value yourself. Amazing. Yeah. So basically, personal branding is something where you are trying to stand out of the crowd, and not everyone is building up their personal branding. Not everyone is documenting their journey, sharing their learnings on social media and stuff. So personal branding is something where you stand out, where you are where you are trying to leverage your soft skills. You are building your network. You're building your credibility for finding mentors, or to come up with any initiative which you want. Basically, I started talk show so that I invite a lot of consultants. I invite TEDx speakers so that I understand what is their mindset, and also I educate people how what is their secret to success growth. So that is super important. Yeah, unique combination of skills and experience. Amazing. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah. So if you see, 90% of buyers trust personal recommendation versus 33% of buyers customers trust company's message. So what does I mean? What does this mean? When it comes to personal branding is somewhere you have seen a lot of influencers, right? So they are basically by look, every company, every brand is going to talk nice about their products, right? अगर मैं suppose this is right now I'm wearing Calvin Klein. Okay, so I'm going to if I own this company, I'm going to talk very good things about Calvin Klein only. ठीक है, मैं किसी और चीज के बारे में बात नहीं करने वाला. I'm going to talk about Calvin Klein, how it is, what it is, every good facts and statistics. But that's what company does, right? That's what company does. They talk everything nicely about their branding and all that stuff. But here, what happens when somebody recommends you? Suppose if I am recommending any brand or any kind of a thing to my friends or to my family, basically they will be more comfortable to buy that particular product. Okay, that can be anything. When it comes to choosing your career other things, you always talk to those people who are wise enough in your family, who knows how to give advice and all that stuff. So unki advice pe, and you try to do some research, and then you take up your career choices, right? That's how I started. That's how I get into this engineering. So that's what happened. So personal recommendation is like a influence, basically jinka influence strong hota hai. Whoever influence you much more in a in a unique manner, or have some kind of a credibility, then only you pursue that field, or you buy the product, or in that way. Similarly, personal brand is basically where you create your own authenticity, so having an online presence is also important. Simply just having a resume and just jotting down everything about your internship, it won't work until unless you are not able to display yourself, you are not able to present yourself very well in terms of having that kind of a soft skill. So mostly personal branding is a combination of where you have a hardcore skills, whatever your skills are you have, and then you start talking about it, you start basically advertising about it, how you are working on it, what is your insights, and how you are networking. So all those things are super important when it comes to personal branding. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. So here, why I'm talking about this perspective, because even companies prefer personal branding. Companies prefer visibility. Almost, if you can, I'm not sure whether I have added the stats or not, but almost 70 to 80% of HR recruiters check your social media presence. And if you have a pretty good social media presence, definitely you can brag and you can have that advantage, that because that shows your soft skills, that shows your influence, how much command you have. And trust me, when it comes to all these things, leadership roles, and adaptability, all this comes with the help of soft skills only, because there you tend to communicate more, so that's why it becomes more important. So 82% of customers trust a company when their senior management are active on social media. So you can simply see if senior management, if these companies are focusing so much on senior management level people, then think, right now you are, obviously you are in on a growing stage, and you will be sooner or later have a big dreams, to be honest, become CEOs or become senior level management kind of a person. So there you see the company is basically trying to strive their senior level people, that you be on social media, you try to influence, because that creates a clean brand. That creates a clean brand because with the help of their brand presence, they are having that kind of a authenticity, which is super important, right? So initially, if you start building your personal brand, trust me, you can leverage either with the help of your startups or entrepreneurship where you want to proceed, or you can get into your corporate journey, where people will know your brand name, where people value your words. So that is super important, and that's how you can get tons of opportunities. Next slide. So yeah, when it comes to personal branding, one thing you have to make sure that you're building community, or you are a part of a community, just like this, where we are ITEE. So basically, you are also a part of community where you try to create a lot of engagement through a lot of contests, lot of events. So here, what you are doing, you are networking with a lot of colleges. That is one thing. You are bringing awareness. You are building. You're trying to improve the community. You're trying to create that kind of a engagement. So as a building or holding a personal brand, it is super important to have that kind of a credibility. Until unless people don't start talking about it, your brand value won't increase. So when I do anything or anything like that, people start tagging me on LinkedIn. If they want to ask any opinion or any stuff, they will tag me in the comments. So from there, or people will write about me if I'm delivering any session, or I'm having a personal chat, something like that. So people always make sure that you are talking, and others are also talking about your work. So that brings more credibility. So I'm just giving you a small aspects where why it is super important to have this kind of a brand presence, why it is important to have that kind of a authenticity. Because recruiters on LinkedIn, I'm specifically talking about LinkedIn, because you guys are into, just before I proceed, just wanted to know from which year you are. Basically, you are in final year, third year, second year, or fourth year. So just may I know in the comments, so I can be more specific towards it. So I can, if you are in second, third year, then maybe I'll talk more about internship opportunities and job. Or if you are in fourth year, then obviously I'll talk more about job perspective. Okay, TESE. Okay, second and third year. What about others? Okay, great. So mostly people are from T and SE, मतलब second or third year, right? So here you guys finally, okay, first year, okay. So here, basically you must be looking for, how many of you are looking for internships right now? Internships or job opportunities? I mean jobs. So I'm pretty sure that you guys are in third year. So right now I feel इतने लोग तो jobs के लिए नहीं देख पाएंगे. But mostly how many of you are looking for internship opportunities? First year, great. First, second year, oh, amazing. Yeah, internship. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, I'll share a few tips on how you can get the internship also, with the help of this personal branding presence only. So when it comes to internships, then I'll suggest that you start connecting with recruiters as in on LinkedIn. You need to leverage LinkedIn. Don't get into Instagram and Facebook. There you won't be finding any senior level people who are, who will entertain you, or you won't be able to find it out. But on LinkedIn you can do that. Definitely you can do that. LinkedIn is a brief session. If I want to take it, वो बहुत लंबा हो जाएगा. But I'll tell you, on LinkedIn recruiters are there and they are more than happy to interact with you if you approach in the right way. Simply just while connecting, don't tell मुझे internship चाहिए. That's not gonna work. Take their advice, take their suggestions. Okay, so that's how you communicate with them. And also, don't approach HR. Approach, I mean, HR should be the last person basically. If suppose if you are into a field of electronics, so you can approach anyone who is from technical background, because at the end these guys, under these guys you're going to work, not with the HR. So if these guys are going to approve, or are going to refer you for the internship, then HR will approve it. Otherwise HR के पीछे बहुत लोग रहते हैं. I'm telling you, there are a lot of people who are simply having a wrong approach, having a wrong mindset कि उन्हें HR के पास जाना है and they are going to get the job. So what you need to do is, suppose if you are into electronics, EXTC or IT, so you focus on the company or startups on that particular note, okay, and you approach those technical people, because there under them only you are going to work. So if they know you, they can refer you, and in that way the internship or job opportunities you will get it. But first you need to go for the networking part, and there you need to create more visibility. Once you have the visibility, once you start sharing your learnings, knowledge, or you take suggestion of the people, then only they are going to entertain you, right? You need to engage with them. Engage as in terms of communication, in terms of having a interaction, not spamming them. Just talk to them, just like the way you ask doubts to your teachers. In that way you just have to do the same thing. You can just ask them about the specific parts, about some technology or something like that. So in that way you start interacting with them. Interaction is very powerful, and trust me. And later stages, then you can ask for the help, or eventually they are going to help you if they are impressed with your intellectuality or whatever conversation you are having. Next slide. Yeah. So key advantage of personal branding, when you start leveraging personal branding in terms of, when you start creating your visibility, you must be following a lot of Instagram influencers or a lot of actors or TV serial actors. So what they are doing, they are trying to create the influence. They are trying to create the influence. The more influence they have, the more brand promotions they are going to get. The more skillful they are, the more TV series or whatever work they are into, they're going to get that more. So what is the key advantage when you start building a personal brand, in terms of whether you are into Instagram or whether you are into LinkedIn, or you're finding job opportunities or entrepreneurship, anything. So it brings more credibility in terms of trust, build connections, as in have a strong network where you tend to meet a lot of people. Because obviously if I talk about, I invited operation head of TCS Mexico, so he's in Mexico, but I didn't went to Mexico and I didn't invited him. It was just it happened just because of LinkedIn. I interacted with him on LinkedIn, and that's how it happens, right? So that's why building a strong connection is also important. Gaining confidence, build credibility, having an authenticity is super important. So once you are into personal branding, once you are into personal journey, it you can leverage that opportunities. And there's a huge difference when it comes to using the social media. Soft skills is super important, because once you start talking about your skills, once you start talking about your personality, so automatically you are going to eliminate a lot of competition, because not everyone is doing that. To be honest, not every student is focusing on personal branding. बहुत लोगों को तो पता ही नहीं होता, to be honest, what is personal branding, how to leverage the power of social media. Because once you have a social media presence, trust me, people will find you and they will give you the opportunity. I got tons of opportunity. That's how I started my talk show. That's how I communicated with a lot of people. I have my own community in that way, right? So it depends. If I'm talking about hobbies like dance, singing, fashion, then LinkedIn is not your platform. Trust me. Instagram, Facebook, it is, or maybe YouTube, it is. YouTube basically सबके लिए overall है. Or if you're focusing on job opportunities, entrepreneurship, investors, mentors, professional network. When you're focusing on professional network, then LinkedIn is the way. LinkedIn is the way. Okay. How many of you know LinkedIn? I mean, do you have any account on LinkedIn first of all? Just let me know, yes or no. I mean, if you have an account, just type bingo. If no, then it is no. I just wanted to know, otherwise it will be a bit difficult for you to talk more about LinkedIn. And I'll try to touch less about LinkedIn and more about how you can get different opportunities on branding. Okay. I got only 4 to 5 years. What about others? Okay, let it be. So next slide. Yeah. So I'm not sure whether you have heard about Gary Vaynerchuk, but he is, for me, he's an inspiration. To be honest, when I started my journey, I always watched his YouTube channel or interviews about Gary V. Okay, so you can just type in the comments. Or, I mean, you can just type in the on Instagram. He has around 8 to 9 million followership on Instagram and more than 2 million subscribers, 2 to 3 million subscribers on YouTube as well. Okay, so why giving you an example of Gary, because he was the first one to initial stages he started building his personal brand. Okay, so basically your personal brand is your reputation. As you can see the quote, your personal brand is your reputation, and your reputation is a perpetuity, is the foundation of your career. Okay, so what does this mean is basically your personal brand is a reflection of your identity. Okay, whatever identity you choose, whatever identity you want to make, you become that perception. Okay, so Gary Vee basically started the video blogging on YouTube, Wine Library TV show. That was back in 2009, I guess, if I'm not wrong, on board maybe before that as well. So initially he started documenting his own life, and I can give you a lot of example where uh, if I talk about if I talk about Warren Buffett, so people know first people know Warren Buffett, and then they know about his company or whatever shares he have invested. So Hathaway is his own company where he has the entire base. From there, he's the right now. I guess he's the sixth or seventh richest person. But earlier, for 3 years, 4 years ago, he was around second or third richest person in the world. But people know him because of his own identity. Elon Musk is a great example. Trust me, everyone knows first Elon Musk. Suppose if Elon Musk resigns from Tesla and he started his own company, other company, people are going to run for it. People are going to run for it because he has built his own credibility, because he has built his own brand. So that's how you need to look. Because I'm talking about eliminating the competition. जो 100 लोग कर रहे हैं वो तुम्हें नहीं करना है. You need to do something which is unique, which is highlighted. So that is super important. That's why I'm talking about the example of Elon Musk. Okay, so just a small detail that he signed a 10 million 10 book deal with Harper Studio, one of the most popular studio, where he crushed his 1 million sale and etc. So you can basically you can read, and now he's one of the most successful marketers in the world, have huge loyal followings. You can just check him out, and he usually talk more about passion. He talks about how you can grow your career with the help of your personal branding. Next slide. Yeah. TikTok versus Instagram versus Snapchat. So why I'm telling you, because when it comes to personal brand, you have to be on social media. You have to build your presence. Otherwise, nobody's going to know who you are, what you are doing, and again, you are just simply competing with the herds. So that's why if you don't want to compete with the herd, start building your presence. Start building your social media presence. Okay. Here is the comparison of TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat, because organic reach plays a very important role. Popularity and organic reach, because organic reach is something where initially there are less creators who are talking about their, about work and stuff. So at that particular moment, that social media promotes their work very well. Okay, if I talk about right now, if I talk about LinkedIn, out of 100 people, only 7 people are writing. So I have very good chances to get lot of promotion. ऐसे तो 700 million लोग हैं वहाँ पे. 700 million के 1% people are writing, and others are just seeing, others are just observing. And if they like your content, if they like whatever you are making or whatever you are documenting, automatically they will give you the opportunities. So that's how Instagram comes into the picture. TikTok comes into the picture, which is already banned from India, and Snapchat. Okay, so there are a lot of people who got famous from TikTok, who got famous from Instagram, just because they started documenting their business. And now they have such an incredible influence that all brands are trying to promote, get into touch with them, and they start to, promote. You can just see the YouTubers, like Prajakta Kohli, Bhuvan Bam, Ashish Chanchalani. So they all started their career from YouTube, but they switch to other social media as well, like Instagram. Like Instagram and other social media like Facebook पे भी होंगे. I'm not on Facebook वैसे. So Instagram, and they try different social media, and from there they get more presence. They build a strong presence, not only just YouTube. They build their presence on Instagram as well, and from there brand comes and have that kind of a collaboration. So now these content creators are also a brand influencer in that way. So similarly, even you can give a shot on this. In terms of when it comes to LinkedIn, you're going to talk more about professional. You're going to talk about technical stuff. You can talk about leadership. You can talk about a lot of things there. And when it comes to Instagram, it is all about fashion. It's all about entertainment and stuff. So LinkedIn is a LinkedIn is a professional network where you are communicating more in terms of professionality. Here, it is a bit entertaining, but also you can use for your own professional network. Instagram, Snapchat is also there, but trust me, the potential LinkedIn has is very much tremendous. So you can just check my LinkedIn account as well, so that you get the idea, what kind of things I write and how it gets promoted, or how people start engaging with me. So that is very important. So you can search on Google Rishabh Singh TEDx. You will, on the first page itself, you are going to find my LinkedIn profile, Rishabh Singh space TEDx. Okay, next slide. Yeah. So when it comes to influence marketing, so here you can see the potential. Okay. So from 2015, it started around 500 million, and now hardly 5 years, and it has increased like almost 10x, like 5 billion to 10 billion market. So every brand has focusing on, you know, uh, getting those people who have a strong influence, whether you are in the company, as you saw in the previous chart, that this brand, I mean, the companies are telling their senior level people to be on social media, to build a strong presence on social media, so that their visibility, their credibility gets increased. So in that way, it applies everywhere, when it comes to all this thing, because brand doesn't want to create, or don't want to strategize anything. If they know that this is a guy or this is a girl who is having strong presence, or having a this kind of a grip on any of the expertise, then they simply go and collaborate with them. Then they simply go and collaborate, because they know that there are a lot of people, there are a lot of communities who are following. Okay, suppose if I'm conducting any XYZ session, or suppose I'm conducting any kind of an interview, so I know I have that kind of an influence. I know that I have that kind of a credibility. So once I start talking about it, people automatically follow me, because that kind of value I've given. I don't simply go and brag about my achievements and stuff. I also give back a lot of things in terms of my expertise on personal branding, in terms of whatever is happening in general. I also write a lot about social initiative. I try to educate people around. So in that way, you create influence. So that's why adding value means you're talking about your area of expertise and trying to create an influence. So it can be anything. Next slide. It can be about your technical things. It can be about your leadership. It can be about how good communicator you are, or how much core, or maybe you are a coder, so you can talk about coding and stuff. What is happening? What is the future of coding, or IoT, like cryptocurrency, biotechnology, etc. So how you can see your personal brand. So basically, this is a small circle which I wanted to elaborate how others see you and how you see yourself. That is when you combine, that becomes your personal branding. Okay, so that is very important to understand how you can build that kind of a personal branding. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you want me to brief this chart, so exactly you understand how you can build your personal brand in much more customized way. Just type bingo in the comments, so I understand that I'll elaborate in much more, in a better way, in a better manner. Till now, have you understand what I'm trying to say in terms of personal branding? Because right now I'm just trying to tell you how much, what is the credibility of personal branding in terms of how you can leverage this opportunity and you can bring the best out of you to eliminate entire competitions. Okay, anyone? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll keep it in a short. Next slide. Yeah. So basically, when it comes to the entire, you can just take a screenshot of it so you understand how you can build your personal branding in terms of you can just mark the circles and you can just write it down. So what they currently think of you in terms of whatever perspective you think your friends or your family have. So you can write in that circle, or what you want them to think of you. So basically, what kind of alignment you want, basically what you want them to think of you in terms of can be any quality, any kind of skills, anything, and what you don't want them to think of you. So that is very important to separate all those things. The skills part, the things which you love to do, and the other things. So that's how you combine everything to make sure that you are aligning those skills with your, whatever you are trying to present in terms of personal branding. Next slide. Yeah. So Ikigai helps a lot when it comes to all these things. I'm not sure whether you have heard about Ikigai or not, but you can just type in the Googles or you can just search on the YouTube. You will get the entire chart from where you can define lot of things. Trust me. What you love is something where you can talk about a lot of things. Giving you an example, you can talk what you love. So basically, maybe binge watching, maybe sleeping, maybe you like reading and stuff. What is your passion? So here you can fill something you're passionate to, like you are passionate to explore, or you love to read different books, or you love to read documentaries, what you are good at. So here you basically, these are the circles where you need to fill your skill sets, where you need to skills what you are. Basically, suppose if I'm talking about what you love is something which is called binge watching as in you're watching a lot of TV series and stuff like that. So usually what happens when you start watching a lot of TV series, so from there how you can build your personal brand. Suppose you can start your own YouTube channels, or maybe you love uh reading a lot of books related to non-fiction, which is inclined towards entrepreneurship, right? So here what you can do is basically you can start writing about that book, start writing, start talking, start reviewing about those books, start giving your learnings, start giving back to that particular thing, and just use social media as your channel. Suppose if you're reading anything about startups or about entrepreneurship, about this thing, so start documenting those things. You can just shoot a video of 30 seconds and you can upload on the reels, or you can make a video out of it where you talk about your learnings, where you talk about your perspective, because that is very important. When it comes to personal branding, you don't have to copy, you just throw your ideas, you just throw your own ideas, and that's how you understand how you can derive your passion and how you can earn money out of it. That's how I started. I started building my personal brand, and now what I do is I help CXOs to build their personal brand on LinkedIn only. I strategize their entire thing. I promote the brands as well in terms of any brand promotion is needed on LinkedIn. So all those things are there. So this is how you can do. So it is simple. I mean, everyone might be reading some kind of a books or stuff like that, or anything, or maybe you are binge watching. So you can review TV series. There are a lot of YouTube channels. Trust me, where people review movies, where people review TV series, where people review books. So what happens after 1, 2, 3 years down the lane? New authors approach them. New authors approach them to review the book. This happened with me on LinkedIn. There was one, I guess he was the ex-director of TCS. I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong, ex-director, executive director of TCS. He was living in London, and from one third party, he approached me for reviewing his book, for reviewing his non-fiction book. Still I have Abhi To Pata Nahi Kidhar Hai. So I reviewed his book on LinkedIn, and I write about the entire thing, right? About all those stuff. So that's why it is super important to have that kind of a thing. I mean, I didn't saw that coming, that for me it was the first time that I'm promoting a book. Otherwise, I used to promote the events, or otherwise, I used to promote the service and all that stuff. But it was the first time when somebody approached me to review the book. So in that way, you never know how strong your influence become, and people start approaching you in terms of everything. Okay, it just you need to start. It just you need to start, because what happens first, maybe first 3, 4 months you won't get traction, but sooner or later, if you stay consistent, trust me, it happens. I'm telling you, within 9 to 10 months down the lane, within 9 to 10 months down the lane, I had 1,500 or 1,000 followers. Okay, and from there I scaled to 50,000 followers. But I was consistent. I was consistent every day for posting on LinkedIn. I always used to talk about it, and I always used to do something on LinkedIn. In terms of writing posts or giving my feedbacks, sharing everything, talking to a lot of people who have built their incredible brand on LinkedIn. So similarly, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on Instagram, then focus on 10K followers, 15K followers. Just have a good network with them, so they will tell you what to do, what to not, and also follow your inspiration. Yeah, Aman, I've shared my Instagram ID. You guys can follow me on Instagram over there. If you have any doubts, you can just simply DM on Instagram, because what happens on LinkedIn, my network is pretty much saturated. So every day I get more than 50 to 100 messages. So replying them every time becomes very much consuming, or very much this thing. So mostly I'm free on Instagram, so you can irritate me over there. Not a problem. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So having an when it comes to personal branding, see what kind of inspirations you have in terms of inspiration, as in uh, in your field, who is doing great on LinkedIn, or in your field, who is doing great on, who is trying to establish their personal brand on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, or on LinkedIn. So wherever you go, just focus who is the one who belongs to your field, and they're writing something. So from there you can learn a lot of things, because that's how I started. When I started on LinkedIn, my journey when I started LinkedIn, there I saw that who are the top five people who are trying to build their credibility. Who are the top five people who are writing daily and trying to build their personal brand. So from there I got to learn a lot of things, and that's how I implemented and started my own journey. Okay. Uh, I can't see my presentation where it is. Lost the connection. No problem. No problem.
Uh,
Hmm.
sir, can you wait for 2 to 3 minutes? Like,
No
she'll
problem.
she'll manage something.
No problem. No problem. Okay, till then, let's talk about internship, because you guys are in second, third year, so I can understand. So, how do you apply for the internships? May I know in the comments, or you can just simply unmute yourself and you can let me know how right now how you're approaching your internships, how you're applying. Is it from college or is it from internshala? Amazing, internshala. Yeah. Okay. What about others? No one is applying. Nobody wants internship. Work from home करना है, बाहर नहीं जाना है. You can simply tell me what is your medium, what kind of strategy you are using. Because I'm going to talk about it, I'll tell you how you can do it very easily. So it's better you communicate if you want internships. Okay, nobody's interacting. Give me some idea about internship. Okay, works. Okay, cool. LinkedIn. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So you can, what I can do is you can just put your question, so I can make it more customized, or I'll make sure that I don't I skip my few of the presentation slides. So I try to address your doubts rather than getting into personal branding or stuff. I'm not sure whether you want to make.
Sir,
Hmm?
am I audible?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
There is a bit of disturbance during the your PPT presentation.
Hmm?
I'm back. Can
Yes,
I
sir.
share presentation where we have left?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. Yeah.
I think so. I presented, sir.
Yeah. 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 I can see that.
Yes.
Next slide. Next slide.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you're on mute.
Yeah, so let's keep it interactive. Let's talk about some internship ideas because you guys are in second, third year, and simultaneously I'm going to talk about internship and stuff because I want to keep it uh, customized. I want to keep it interactive session. Okay, so in terms of when it comes to internship, okay, so I'll say when you're applying from internshala, there are a lot of competition out there, right? You will see there are. जब मैं अप्लाई करता था तो मैंने देखा था वहाँ पे 30, 50, 100 applicants are there, so your chances are become very less to get the internship. Am I right? I mean, people have faced that. Matlab, honestly, uh, I was rejected around 50 to 60 times. 50 to 60 times I was rejected as a for having an internship. Not I was not even selected for an interview. But later on, I refused to give up, and then I started my internship journey, and then I worked with campus ambassador at IIT Delhi, Indore, Bangalore, and a lot of other stuff. But initially, my rejection was 50 to 60 times. So sometimes you have to fall in love with the rejections. Sometimes you have to face that kind of a rejection so that you come out of your comfort zone and you try your best to do something in terms of making resumes, in terms of preparing yourself for the interview and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. So when it comes to internship, whatever internship you're looking on internshala, suppose अभी not sure कि मैं कैसे वो slide दिखाता, but I'll tell you. So whenever you are searching internship on internshala, ठीक है? So वहाँ पे apply मत करो. You see the startup, you see the website. I mean, whatever it is, like आपने देखा कि 50 या 60 एप्लीकेशन है वहाँ पे अलग अलग सॉरी 50 या 60 अलग अलग अपॉर्चुनिटीज है. So you don't apply from internship. Internshala is basically a third party app, right? Just like a Naukri.com. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to directly jump on their website. Suppose अगर एक एबीसी कंपनी है and they want a technical internship from electronics background, right? So you don't apply from the this thing from internshala. You go to the website of abc. You go to the website and in their careers the mail id is given. You just type in the mail id and you just एक अच्छा सा कवर लेटर बना दो. कवर लेटर एज एन एक अच्छा सा प्रॉपर मेल ड्राफ्ट करो और रेज्यूमे अपना अटैच कर लो. ठीक है. जस्ट मेक श्योर दैट इज प्रॉपर. वहां से your chances are very much higher that you are going to get the internship. Why? Because you are eliminating their work. अब I don't have to suppose if I'm a recruiter, okay, if I want to recruit from I want to recruit interns. So अब मुझे interns वाला के पास जाने की जरूरत नहीं है because right now on the mail I can see that there is one guy who's applying for the internship, who is applying for my company's internship. So my work becomes more easier. I don't have to go to the internshala and I don't have to go there. Giving you a very simple example, online जब हम order करते हैं, so here what you have to go to the shop and then you have to simply you have to buy. But on the online, simply everything is there on your phone, right? Similarly, you make you make their this thing very work very easy in terms of internship. इंटर्नशाला पे आप लोग गए, ठीक है. वहां से कंपनी का पेज का ये नाम लिया, उनका करियर पेज पे गए. जस्ट राइट अ प्रॉपर ईमेल एंड जस्ट अटैच योर रिज्यूमे एंड जस्ट टॉक अबाउट इट. Just do this with 10 or 20 different companies. Trust me, they will revert back. And even you can give them a call. Even you can give them a call to ask for the internship opportunity because they have written on the internshala that they want a job. Okay, internships के लिए तुम कर सकते हो, जॉब के लिए ऐसा नहीं कर सकते. जॉब के लिए there is a different procedure which I can obviously talk. But since you are into abhi right now you are into internship wale levels pe, so that's why you can do this. And trust me, मैंने अपने थर्ड फोर्थ ईयर में मैंने अपने फ्रेंड्स को गाइड किया था who were from my college or outside my college. So they did this and it worked very well because वहां से you are eliminating the entire 60 100 people whoever is applying from internशाला. तो जिन 100 लोगों ने अप्लाई किया है उनको वो लोग देखने से पहले वो तुम्हें देखेंगे, मतलब तुम्हारा मेल पहले चेक करेंगे बिकॉज वो डायरेक्ट कंपनी के इस पे तुमने अप्लाई किया है, राइट? इन दैट वे this is the most effective strategy which I can tell you. So from there you use the third party app which is Internshala, but basically you are applying from their company itself. So it works very well, trust me. मुझे 50-60 बार धक्के खाने के बाद ये चीज समझ में आई, but that's why I'm telling you so that you understand how it goes around. Okay, so yeah, branding identity is, that's what I've said. You can go for the next slide. Vision, authenticity, personal value. Yeah, brand, you basically, what is your brand? Your image, your mission, your values, or vision. So always make sure that these are aligned with your all those stuff. Why? Because when it comes to your brand, your image matters a lot. What you're talking matters a lot. Okay, so you can't you have seen the quote, right? It takes 20 years to build the trust and 5 minutes to destroy your reputation. So don't do that when it comes to your image. Your mission or your values is super important. You need to write your mission. What is your goals? What is your vision? And it should align with your missions as in your short term goals. And vision is like your long term goals, whatever you want, and what kind of value you choose. What kind of value you choose to have that kind of a determination in terms of consistency, in terms of what kind of consistency you want to bring, what kind of things you want to display, how can you meet more people. So all those things are there. Attend conferences, attend lot of meetings, attend virtual conference, because that's how I did. And I meet a lot of people from Harvard. I mean, from Harvard conference I get to meet a lot of people. So from there you understand how other people are operating and how other people are doing well in their career, because out of the box you need to go. I mean, in terms of you can't just simply rely on your college. Please don't rely on your college. College is there to support you, have your back, but focus on building your own network. Focus on building your own credibility. That is super important. Next slide. Okay. So when it comes to personal branding, that's what I'm telling you. So if I talk about Messi is my favorite player. I follow football very much. Okay. So when it comes to Lionel Messi, so when he won the Player of the Year. So basically, Adidas released a boot on with his name. That signature boot was basically what they did is मेसी के अचीवमेंट को एक बिजनेस बना दिया. मेसी के अचीवमेंट को एक बिजनेस बना दिया. हाउ? Basically, his achievement was he won the Player of the Year, and Adidas released the boot, and people start taking those boots because that was related to his achievement, and that's how they market. So that's how personal brand comes into the picture. That's why promotion happens. That's how it becomes, because the more influence you create, the more presence or the strong presence you have, more people are going to know you, more opportunities are going to turn up, more competition will start getting eliminated. So if you are pretty much good with anything, and if you don't have a strong presence in terms of you don't communicate with people, if you don't have that kind of exposure, trust me, you are losing. But if you are, suppose if you are good with your soft skills, if you are good with the communication skills, trust me, it helps a lot. Even Warren Buffett says this. If you want to, if you want to increase your 50% of valuation or incredibility, so you focus on communication skills. You start focusing on communication skills because that makes you better. Because uh, you can start presenting yourself. You can start presenting yourself in front of people. That's how I started interviews. That's how I hosted everyone from speakers to top-notch consultants. Okay. So yeah, this is just a small example which I wanted to portray. Next slide. Yeah, power of personal branding. So I wanted to focus on the statistics. Okay, statistics matters a lot. So 84% of CMOs as in CXOs, CEOs, वो chief level के ये जो senior management के believe in influence marketing to critical to their future success. So when it comes to personal branding, even CMOs they also vouch for it. Okay, uh, they also vouch for it, and that's how it happens. So when it comes to personal branding, they also focus on how what kind of credibility and influence you have. So make sure you choose a social media platform, whatever you want, according to your niche, and you start building your brand. You start amplifying your skills, your talents, and you start displaying. Next slide. Since we have a less time, I'll try to sum up this thing. Growth. You can change the slide. Next, next, next. Next. Yeah. Next, next. Yeah. So be crystal clear when it comes to your personal branding. You can just simply take a screenshot of it because your message should be bold enough. Your message should be very clear when it comes to all these things. Market, market to your customers, not to your industry or not to colleagues. So make sure you have a right target audience. If your 70% of target audience is, you know, first 70% of or 60% of target audience is at the age of 20 to 30. So make sure you focus on that only. पूरे 20 से 50 को एज ग्रुप को टारगेट मत करो 20 to 30 को टारगेट करो where you have a maximum grip where you have a maximum influence. That's what I do. I have a good grip on CXO, so I make sure that my content revolves around it, or sometimes also during the student community, and embrace the power of social media, YouTube, LinkedIn, everywhere, where you can drive the results, because that's how you start building this kind of a thing. Next slide. Focus on your efforts, optimize your media profiles, what you want, your vision should be there. People should understand what kind of vision you have. Start targeting your audience with the help of organic reach. See what kind of platforms are growing, see what kind of features are people are trying to leverage it. Just make sure you have that kind of a grip. Suppose if I'm talking about Instagram, then it is Reels has a pretty good right now an organic reach, so you can just leverage short videos related to Reels. That is one thing you can do. On LinkedIn, you have text posts where you don't have to focus on graphic and stuff like that. You can simply write and amplify your message, and you can build your personal brand. Next slide. Yeah. So next slide. I mean, this is in depth. Next slide. Next slide. Next. I mean, it was but here. Yeah, organizing goal for B2B content marketing. So here you can see what organizations are doing, what big corporates are doing. So here they are trying to create a brand awareness. Okay, brand awareness, lead generation, engagement, sales, lead funnel. So everyone is focusing on social media. Everyone is focusing on building that kind of a credibility. So that's why even you see, according to stats, there are a lot of people who, I mean, there are a lot of organizations who are focusing on brand awareness. So once you start building your own brand, trust me, you will land up easily to a lot of job opportunities. Even I got tons of job opportunities, but my goal was to become an entrepreneur. My goal was to become a freelancer. That's why I choose that field, and from there I get leads for my own, on my own work. So that's why having a credibility is super important. Next slide. Next slide. This is all about social media, how you can leverage it, but maybe since we have lesser time, so I'm trying to skip it. Next slide. Next. Next, I guess let's cut this. Uh, you can just simply turn off to my presentation. Yeah. So here, since we have a less time, so I'll just say that whatever questions you have right now, you can just simply let me know in the comments right now, and I'll be more than happy to address it. Or you can simply, I'm just sharing my Instagram again. So here you can contact, or when it comes to LinkedIn, you can just write on Google Rishabh Singh TEDx. From there, you will get it. और मैं लिख देता हूँ Rishabh Singh TEDx. Just write this on Google, you will get my LinkedIn ID as well. But if you want to interact, just use my Instagram, because otherwise LinkedIn is quite saturated from my followership. So here I just want to end the presentation, since we have a very less time to conclude this. So that's all I wanted to say. That I wanted to keep it interactive. I tried my best. And if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments, so I can address more specific in terms of internships के बारे में भी है, or whatever you have, just do let me know. I'll make sure that I clear your doubts immediately right now. Otherwise, I was about to talk a lot about personal branding, about how to create influence on social media or how you can build your presence. And if you're focusing on jobs and internships, then make sure you use LinkedIn, because that is super important, guys. You can't miss the chance. What's your success mantra? Uh, in terms of success mantra, is like I want to inspire people around me. I want to make sure that whatever I do, I inspire them and I give back to the community. For me, it is all about consistency and putting the right efforts towards my work. And I want to stay passionate. I want to be dedicated towards my goal. So that is have a long term vision where basically I want to inspire people around me. I want to build a community, inspiring community where every day we grow together. And I have a community where we do meditation every day at 6 a.m. So I have an incredible community where every day at 6 a.m. we come together and we do meditate. So that is something which I started during this entire pandemic, last 3 4 months ago, because I know there are a lot of people who are suffering from mental health and all that stuff. So I try to talk to them. I try to make sure that I'm trying to contribute with the help of my expertise or anything. So that's what I do in terms of social initiative, basically. And what's your choose mentor in LinkedIn? Thank you for. In terms of mentor, you need to communicate. That's what I said. You just see who are the top five people around your network who is doing pretty good, and have a not very strong influence, like 15, 20,000, 30,000 followers, and you start engaging with them. Once you start engaging with them, they will be interacting with you, and that's how you can find the mentors. Okay, so that's how I find my mentor. So that's how I interact with a lot of people, and this is how it goes. So yeah, we are done with the session, and thank you so much for having me on board. Cheers.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Rishabh, for this amazing and very, very informative session. We are glad to have you here.
You're welcome.
Once again, a very good evening to one and all present here. Let me welcome you to the magnificent evening of felicitation. We have gathered here today to celebrate the achievements of intercollegiate technical competition, oscillations. Now we will move on with the distribution of virtual certificates for the winners in the oscillations. Nikita, put it on slideshow.
And the third position was again achieved by Mr. Nitin Kale in this event. Then we have the next event, Technovation, by the college AP Shah Institute of Technology, and the first position was bagged by Mr. Mihir Vichare. Congratulations, Mr. Mihir. And the second first position of Oscillation 2021 was achieved by Mr. Ayush Matkar. Then comes the second position by Ms. Tisha Sharma. Ms. Pooja Savle have won the second position in Technovation. And this is the
Excellence is a gradual result. Yeah, Ritik. Excellence is a gradual result of always striving to do better. We have our next event, which is once again Technovation under Oscillations 2020, in which first position is backed by Mr. Panchal Chirag Deepak and Ms. Mathuri Soloni Satish. Heartily congratulations to you. The second position was once again backed by Mr. Yash Mittal and ma'am, please change the slide, and Mr. Prajwal Matre. Congratulations.
Then the next event was organized by Shivaji Rao S. Jondale College of Engineering and Technology, and the event was poster presentation. Mr. Hale Ankit won the first position in this event. Congratulations to you. Second position was bagged by Mr. Suhas Gaikwad. Congratulations, Suhas.
Winning isn't everything, but wanting to win is. So the next event under oscillation was technical paper presentation organized by Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan College of Engineering and Visual Arts, in which Mr. Aryan Maurya has successfully secured first position. Congratulations to you. Along with him, Mr. Karthik Pillai has also secured first position in this technical paper presentation. Ma'am, next slide. The second position was bagged by Mr. Ranjit Tikkan in this event. Next slide, ma'am. Along with Miss Ashlesha Suryavanshi. Heartily congratulations to you. Miss Rutuja Ahire has also secured second position in this technical paper presentation. Mr. Vinayak Kumar Pitla has secured third position in this event. Along with him, we have Mr. Akshay Gudage, who has also secured third position in this event. A problem is a chance for you to give your best. Our next event winners have successfully overcome those. So the next event under the same college of Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan College of Engineering and Visual Arts is quiz competition, in which Mr. Karthik Pillai has secured first position. Heartily congratulations to you. Now I would like to call my co-host to take another event's winner's name.
Here we have the next event under Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan College of Engineering and Visual Arts, Technical Writing. Miss Ruksavi Sheikh has bagged the first position in this event. Heartily congratulations to you. Miss Shraddha Tiwari has bagged the second position in this event. Congratulations. And here we have our third winner of this event, Mr. Nyan Urankar. And here we have the technical writing, Hindi or Marathi. And Mr. Vinayak Santosh Sawan has bagged the first position in this event. Congratulations to you. Second position is backed by Mr. Aniruddha Katkar. Now I call my co-host for the next event.
Thank you. Winning without risk is to triumph without glory. Our next event was organized by Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan College of Engineering and Visual Arts. It is poster making competition in which Miss Krupa Urankar has secured first position. Heartily congratulations to you. Also, Miss Vidhati Patel has secured second position in this event. The third position was backed by Mr. Ritesh Gaikwad. Heartily congratulations to all the winners.
Here, the next competition under Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan's College of Engineering and Visual Arts was project competition, and the first position was backed by Mr. Shreyas Darne. Heartily congratulations to you, Mr. Shreyas. Then we have our second winner, Mr. Atharva Katare. Congratulations. And the third winner was Mr. Karthik Pillai. Thank you. And the fourth position was achieved by Mr. Shubham Pitawala. And the fifth position was achieved by Mr. Dhyan Urankar.
Next event we have was Sherlock, in which Mr. Sahil Shirsagar has secured first position. Congratulations to you. The second position was backed by Mr. Ritesh Gaikwad. Third position was successfully secured by Mr. Shubham Pitawala.
And here we have another event under Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan's College of Engineering and Visual Arts, which is Treasure Hunt. And first position was secured by Miss Simran Barve. Congratulations to you. And another first position was secured by Mr. Yash Vilas Sawan. Congratulations. This was under the meme making event held under Vasantdada Patil Pratishthan's college. And the second position was secured by Mr. Shubham Dharmendra Pitawala.
Winning is what happens when commitment, desire, talent, preparation, hard work, and leadership all come together. Next event we have is organized by IET Navi Mumbai, and the event name is Online Contest of Oscillations under Oscillations 2021, in which Miss Beshali Chaudhary has secured first position. Heartily congratulations to you. Under the same event, Miss Sonali Sharma has secured second position.
And the third position was secured by Mr. Kalash Maurya in the same event.
Now, I would like to request our principal, Dr. Vilas Nitnavari sir, to speak a few words on today's event.
Shraddha, I think sir is not available.
Okay, ma'am, sure. Then I will move on. Good evening to one and all. On behalf of Department of Electronics and Telecommunication of Excelsior Education Societies, KC College of Engineering and Management Study and Research in Thane with IIT Mumbai Center, with great respect and honor, we would like to thank our dear chairperson, Dr. Harsh Khanna ma'am, for the tremendous support and encouraging guidance whenever we need it. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our guest speaker, Mr. Rishabh Singh. Thank you, sir. We are very grateful you took out your time for today's enlightening session. I would like to express my deep gratitude towards IIT Chairman, Mr. Parag Walinkar, and IIT Secretary, Mrs. Suvarna Bhise, for attending today's valedictory session of Oscillations.
Just a second, Shraddha, hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
I will just call Principal Sir once if he is joining.